Okay, let's try to make this quick. So, we are going to talk about, first, percentile. Now, check out this cat. His name is Tomba, and he's a fat boy. So, if you look at this cat here, Siamese cat, and I wonder how fat that cat is compared to other Siamese cats. What percentile is Tomba? So if we say that Tomba is in the 87th percentile, what does that mean? Well, let's see. Let's make a graph. So it might look like this. Let's take all of the Siamese cats, and we're going to go by weight. So these are some smaller cats, and these are some huge cats, right? Most of the cats are in this area, right? Average size cats. So let's just say that Tomba is in the 87th percentile. Okay, there he is. So he's up here in the 87th percentile. What does that mean? That means if we place him here, here in the, like maybe he's right here on the graph, 87% of the other cats are smaller than him. So we might say that. So that's what percentile means. If he's the 87th percentile, that means 87% are way less than him. Okay, you may have heard that before, like if you get like a national test score, you're in the 90th percentile if you take your SAT, that kind of thing. Okay, now let's talk about a z-score. Okay, so let's just say that the average Siamese cat weighs, oh, what are we going to say? How about the average Siamese cat weighs about 8.5 pounds? So that's the average weight. With a standard deviation, okay, standard deviation, we're going to take a sample of Siamese cats, and that's the average. And the standard deviation is how about, whoa, not that. That's too much. How about 2.2 pounds? Okay, so that is how far we deviate from the average, 2.2 pounds. So most of the cats are about 2.2 pounds above or below or somewhere in between. That's kind of what we're after for standard deviation. We'll get to that later. But what we're going to do is we're going to standardize this weight of my cat. So let's just say that we weigh Tomba. We're just going to call him X, right? And his weight is 11.5 pounds. So what we're going to do is, this is called a z-score, or sometimes they call it standardizing the score. What we want to do is just want to say, well, how many standard deviations is Tomba's weight above the average? So what we're going to do is we're going to say, well, this is our z-score is what it's called. And we're going to take the weight of our cat, right? That's X minus the average weight, which is 8.5, and then divide it by the standard deviation. How many standard deviations are we above average? Okay, because I can kind of see that Tomba, well, we can tell from the average here, he is above average. Whoops, this is getting a little wacky. I just want to move some stuff out of the way. But maybe I should just circle it like this, or put a box around it. So this is what we're really after, right here. This is our z-score, right here. This is super important. We're going to use this a lot. So let's do the calculation. So I calculated it as 1.36. 1.36. That is Tomba's z-score. He's 1.36 standard deviations, right? He's 1.36 times that number above the average. So what we tend to look at is, once you get above one standard deviation, you're saying, whoa, okay, he's definitely kind of outside the average weight of a cat. Okay, so we're going to talk about that tomorrow, but that's the thing that we're going to do. Z-score and percentiles mostly. Okay, this is probably a little bit confusing, but hopefully it gets you kind of sort of for class tomorrow. Sort of ready, I guess. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I'm done.